everybody. Welcome back to the Neal podcast. Our year ending. I'm Neal.
I'm Neal.
Don't interrupt.
Sorry, my bad, man.
Don't interrupt my introduction. Yes, welcome to our final episode of 2024.
Yes. Oh, yes.
2024 was...
It was a year. It was interesting. It was definitely had some things happen this year.
Yeah. So let's just talk about what the fuck we just watched. You said, hey, Neal, let's watch this movie. It's a short film called
The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I had heard about it. It had popped up.
The rough summary of it is it's an explanation of why black dads don't stay around.
This is the one instance that dad should have left.
That dad should have fucking went and got some... He should have went for his Cools or his...
I'm going to go get some cigarettes. I'll be back.
Newports, and he should have never fucking came back.
At all. At all.
So, I mean... You go ahead.
Okay.
Because this was your idea.
It was. It definitely was.
Yeah.
So this movie, it popped up on my timeline maybe a week or two ago, and it was like this movie. It was like a screenshot, and it was just like this movie traumatized me. If you know, you know. And it had no name on it. It was just a screenshot of that film, and I was like, what the hell is this? And it was like, and it just looks like this family taking a family picture and stuff like that. And I'm just looking in the comments. I was like, I will never watch this movie again. I wouldn't put my friends through watching this movie. And I'm just like, I need to find out what this is, and I need to show it to Neal. Just based off those couple of comments I saw, I was like, I got to show this to Neal.
And you did. And we watched it.
Yeah.
And since it's a short film, I guess not to spoil too much of it, but... This kid loves his dad.
I think because it came out in 2011, okay. So it's about a very interesting relationship between a father and son. I mean, is it not, Neal?
It's definitely...
It's a very strange relationship, just like the title would insist.
Yeah. Yeah.
and it does not go the way you guys... I guarantee you, whoever is watching this, you have an idea of the way this relationship is going, and I can promise you right now, it's not that.
It's not
at all.
It's not.
The opening scene was just
I really thought,
so
the
awkward.
opening scene, I thought, oh, this dad's gonna be creepy as shit.
Nope.
And he kind of is, but he's...
It was more weird than awkward than creepy.
Yeah, like very, very... But it came across very... white dad that does bad stuff to children vibes.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I can get that. And you're like, why is it so awkward? So weird. Like, ugh, why did he touch him like that? That's weird.
And then you're like, oh, that was weird. And then he holds up the picture and you're like, oh, that's even weirder. So, okay. To everybody who's listening, let me preface one. Do not watch this around any adolescents. You may not want to watch this around your significant other. You might want to watch this first and then maybe mention it to somebody else after that point, because...
I had no idea. I just sprung this. I was like, Neal, I don't know what this is about. I loosely know what this is about. And I was like, Neal, let's watch it together. And I was just as shocked as you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I could definitely tell you hadn't seen that before, because if you had...
Oh, man.
You'd have been like, okay, look, just hear me out. But, yeah, we watched that shit.
It's only 30 minutes. I think it was... Hold on. So would you recommend this to anybody you know?
No. Well, yeah. Yeah. I would probably tell a couple friends about this, but I would... It was really well shot. Like, as far as production went.
There was only one scene. I was like, what the hell is going on with this shot? The scene where he was on the stairs and dude was in the little sitting room.
Oh yeah.
That scene was just
Yeah.
a little awkwardly shot to me. I was like, what? Who set this shot up? This is what the hell's going on here?
Like the kid, because he was sitting there just waiting on the dad to come
But you
through.
couldn't see him. Like you could kind of see like the door was in the way.
He was sitting on the right side,
Yeah.
but through the glass he could look up towards the stairs, and he heard him.
Yeah, but I was just like the whole time we were talking, I was like it took me about a good 15, 20 seconds. We're like, where the fuck is this guy? Like, is he in this scene?
Because you couldn't see him
I couldn't
in
see
the
where
shot.
he was. Yeah,
he
I
was
like,
just
where the
talking.
fuck
Yeah.
is he? And then it took a while of me looking around. I was like, oh, there are his legs. And I was like,
it's. I mean, yeah. Screw it. Go watch it. If you're having a New Year's Eve party, put it on in the background.
oh yes, dude. Like, actually, I have a list. That's what I need to do. I need to come up with a list, and we'll call it Neal's fucked up movie list. Because I've got about maybe at least another 3 rolling around in my head that are just like Gummo. Gummo is another one of the just
I need to watch Gummo. You
movies.
showed me the trailer of it, and I'd heard about it, but I'd never seen it. And you were like, "Hey, this was you as a kid. It's about you as growing up in Terrell, Texas."
I mean, dude,
It looked a lot like. Hey, let me. I know you were joking, but at the same time, I was like,
I was joking, but not really.
Right? Yeah,
like it might be somewhat triggering.
a little bit. Like I saw it, and I was like, I'm getting flashbacks of, hey, how y'all doing? You know,
I mean, you got kids playing in like a little junkyard and shit like that, and like it's
we played in there was a decommissioned Nike base next to a friend's house.
there you go.
We used to go in there and fuck around with shit we were not supposed to be fucking
Of
around with.
course. Why would you? You are unsupervised children. Why would you not do shit you're not supposed to?
Yep.
Let's see if we could throw this blade and see how far we could throw it till it sticks and stops sticking to the wall.
Pretty much. Like they had those concrete divider setups. Like I guess I don't know if they were storing shit there or whatever, but we took like vodka and ran it down the side of it and lit it on fire just to see the blue flame trickle down. Like we were doing dumb shit.
Oh, dude. I mean, but what male child has? I should. You know what? Let me take this back. What Southern male child has not played with fire at one point in his life?
Today, now you got to be Southern. Like we're not talking about you live in Texas. You got to grow up outside of one of the Big Four.
What country child has not played? Like I told you about the time me and some friends soaked a tennis ball in gasoline and started playing handball with it. Like we
while
soaked
it was lit,
yeah,
and you were
soaked
just bat it back and forth. Yeah.
And then I think another time, me and some friends were like writing and setting our dorm room on fire and stuff, like writing stuff. And then I knew another guy would just set his hand on fire all the time. He'd like mix rubbing alcohol and water, dip his hand in it, and then set his hand on fire and then put it out try to put it out
It's
real
the
quick.
shit that boys do.
Yes.
I mean, one of my roommates set off an artillery shell in the shower, which was dumb because it was a plastic tub. Like it wasn't a
melted it.
Oh yeah, it put a big. Surprisingly, it didn't go through. I don't know how that. I guess it bounced around and then exploded.
Oh.
But it definitely left a little burn mark in there.
Oh yeah, I think same thing. I did something similar with an artillery shell. I think we were shooting a bunch of fireworks in the street. I remember taking an artillery shell. I was like, well, let's just shoot it down the street. But I didn't. I laid it down, but I didn't put anything behind it.
Yeah.
And so when it first blew, it shot the thing back, and it only went about maybe 10, 15 feet away. But it skipped and went underneath my friend's 69 Mustang. And it blew up under his Mustang. I was like, oh, shit, did I just fuck his car up?
Probably not those old ones, but if it was a Tesla, it would have been.
Oh, any car made past 2000, it would have fucked it up so bad.
And but back to the movie things we were talking about.
Yes.
I was talking to a buddy about this today. It's just like there's not. I remember when going to the movies, you got excited about a film coming out, and now it's like the last one was Deadpool and Wolverine. That was the only one, and that wasn't even. It wasn't even that great of a movie. It had all the it was fun. It had all of the Easter eggs and the stuff in it that you wanted, but it could have been a better written movie.
Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, too, one, movies used to last in the theater way longer. So it's like you didn't have to feel like you
But
were
they
like
were
at
good.
Yeah.
Like, when's the last
This is true.
other than, I mean, I know everybody's loved Wicked,
Yeah.
but like, what was it last year? It was the Barbie Oppenheimer.
Oh yeah. Which Oppenheimer, I mean, it was good, but it was
Wasn't it
it
like
was
3 hour and 45 minutes or something?
I was like, I know. I guess for me, since I knew a lot of the story behind that whole Manhattan Project. I was
Right.
like, yeah, they set off a fucking bomb. This is about them developing the nuke. Like, okay, this dude was an asshole. This dude was a super genius. All these other guys did all these other things in physics. I was like, I don't know. I was just bored half the time.
I said that about
The
Titanic.
acting was good, but I was bored.
Yeah. The same thing about Titanic. I was like, what? I know what's going to happen.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the difference between Oppenheimer and Titanic. Oppenheimer didn't catch like a certain group of people because I knew chicks because this came out in what? I think we were in like 7th grade when this came out. 7th or 8th
Which
grade.
one? Titanic? Probably.
I knew this, Titanic, 3-hour movie.
Uh-huh.
I knew girls that had seen it at least 4 times in theaters. Think about that shit. Think about that. Like, what movie are people? Like, name a movie in the last, let's say, 10 years that you know of that had people going back to see multiple times.
I guess maybe one of the like Endgame, Avengers Endgame, or maybe, but like maybe I don't.
The last time I went and saw a movie 2 times, at least more than once in theaters, was Avatar.
Yeah,
I saw it once
Yeah.
in regular, and then the second time in IMAX 3D.
yeah.
And that was really cool seeing it in IMAX.
I mean,
3D.
and that was back then. It just, I don't know. It's like the people that got. I'm so glad I didn't go watch Joker 2 when it came, like right when it came out, because people were pissed walking out of the theater on that one. But there's just
so many other things are just, let's remake some old shit other people like, and that's what's kind of. I mean, we've talked about this before, but that's
just
getting. Now, one movie we were talking about earlier that they should remake that I feel like would be do very well.
we were talking. Yeah.
Fucking Mrs. Doubtfire.
Mrs. Doubtfire
With Will Ferrell. Will Ferrell playing the Robin Williams role, I think would be perfect.
Him, or I was thinking about or Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey could do
Jim
that
Carrey.
too. I feel like Will Ferrell would do a much better. I think Will Ferrell could capture Robin Williams.
He's turning into a freaking old white lady anyway. The way he's growing his hair out, and
I mean,
shit.
but thinking about all the characters and shit he would do on SNL, like I think he could do really
That's
good.
what I'm saying. Don't, hey, Jim Carrey was
Jim
on
Carrey
in Living Color.
This is true.
He was. I think he was still going by James Carrey, but he had,
But see,
Fire Marshal Bill.
It's just I can picture Will Ferrell being a shitty dad getting ready to go through a divorce more, even though, actually technically Jim Carrey did do it in Liar Liar. But, I mean, also, completely shift gears.
Yeah.
Like, now that we're talking about Mrs. Doubtfire is an insane movie. Like, if you thinking about this as an adult, okay? Going through a divorce because you don't help with the kids, you don't clean, and you don't help cook or do anything. So, in order to have a better relationship with the kids, knowing your ex-wife is like trying to hire a nanny, you sabotage every interview she sets up. Then you go in, dress up like a different person, and then act like, and then you act like a different person in the interview to only do all the shit she was asking you to do as a husband in the first fucking place. On top of this, this motherfucker gets jealous of the new boyfriend and damn near kills him, knowing he was allergic to this shit. Throws that shit in his food. Yes, dude. And then he's all shocked at the end of the movie when he doesn't get custody of the goddamn kids. The judge should be like, motherfucker, you're lucky I'm not putting you in jail right now.
It just goes to show that men will go to desperate measures sometimes for love.
It's like just think looking at it from like as an adult, like this dude, it does the dumbest shit.
It's a great movie.
Great movie, but stupid as shit at the same time. Oh, and there's a couple other movies I have just looking back on it now as an adult. I was like, fuck that movie and fuck those characters in that movie. Because I got another one that I think that I feel like a lot of black people would get upset at me about.
Oh, it's a good thing they're going to get upset at you, not me.
All right, like I'll tell you.
Well, yeah.
Okay,
What?
all right. Baby Boy. Fuck that movie.
Oh, Baby Boy.
Okay, follow me now.
Okay.
With this,
that was Tyrese Ving Rhames?
Mm-hmm.
Ving Rhames put his big ass arm around him,
choked the shit out of him.
Yeah.
So this dude got 2 baby mamas, right? So lives at home with his current mama, right? Has no job,
right?
Okay. So drives the new baby mama's car around all the time, and it just so her ex-boyfriend, for whatever reason, Snoop gets out of prison, moves in with her. And his whole coming of age thing is like, oh, I need to go out and make some money, get a job. So I'm going to start selling stolen merchandise and shit like that. That's how I'm going to make money to get in good graces with my baby mama because she's mad at me right now. Old boyfriend comes in. He's an asshole, whatever. He shoots at Tyrese, right? Everybody remembers the drive-by scene, right?
Yeah.
The whole resolution of the movie is
the game? Wasn't the game in that too?
No.
Or am I?
It was a Omar Gooding. Was
okay.
From fucking Wild and Crazy Kids. Do you remember that show?
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Every time I see Omar Gooding, I was like, I remember you as a kid in Wild and Crazy Kids doing this crazy game show. So every time I see him in something, it's like, all right, dude. Like, I remember you since I was like 5 years old. I'll watch whatever you're fucking in. Anyway, so Tyrese gets shot at. And so his whole thing, I'm going to get back. Him and his friend go and kill Snoop. And that's like, and then Ving Rhames commits his 3rd strike by helping him hide a fucking murder weapon. I mean, like, and then on top of that, like, they just act like Tyrese moves out of his mom's house, starts living with his baby mama, like Snoop's friends aren't going to put 2 and 2 together that right after he shoots at one guy, he ends up shot in the street dead, and they know where this motherfucker lives. Like, how is this a good ending to this movie?
Look, man, we all know that Hollywood, this is how they perpetuate black people and black community, and it's wrong, and we need to stop.
So
Even though it came out 24 years ago. But
yes, true, but I'm just like, that movie has always pissed me off, because I was like, this is the shittiest like ending. Like, how are we acting like this is a good ending for this movie? This is terrible.
Well,
this is,
I mean, like, it was Tyrese.
Like, good movie, terrible, like...
Tyrese should have stayed
terrible shit, terrible acting.
To singing. He
Not
should
terrible
have just...
acting, good acting, but the story pissed me off so much.
He should have just stayed to singing, I think, Tyrese. He should have just...
No, I mean, he was...
Sweet Lady, you know, that was my jam.
He was good in those Fast and Furious movies. Like, he played his part. He played his part, Neal. He played his part.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Who would you put, Luda or Tyrese, as an actor?
I'm gonna be Team Luda, regardless of what you like. Yeah, Luda can't do any wrong in my book. All right.
Okay. You know what? I can't argue with that. Like,
but okay. So segue from. Damn, this is gonna be a deep. See, this is how my ADHD brain works, right? So Idris Elba was in.
Wire.
Yeah, but he was also in Fast and Furious. He did the Hobbs and Shaw and Hobbs.
Wait, he was in Fast and Furious?
He in the spinoff. The Rock and Jason Statham did that standalone.
Oh,
he was a bad guy.
Yes. Okay.
So,
yeah.
So then he's also Idris Elba is Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog.
This is true.
And then in the 3rd Sonic the Hedgehog, they added Keanu Reeves to play Shadow. And we were just talking about Keanu Reeves. So that's how my brain went straight to it.
Keanu Reeves. I love him.
Is he not, though, he makes man movies. Not like...
Now. No, he's got a few... The fucking The Mailbox?
Okay, but he did... Matrix was 99.
This is true, but he did
The
Mailbox before that, Neal.
I'm talking the last 25 years.
Okay. All right.
Like
Okay.
give my man Reeves like he did the Matrixes. He did the Constantine.
Was awesome.
He was in. I mean,
Johnny Mnemonic.
Johnny Mnemonic was great.
I've got 14 megabytes of data in my head.
I've got so much data in my brain. Bill and Ted.
Okay.
And then
That was before the mailbox, though. So you're bringing in movies before, like, yeah.
But I'm well.
Oh,
all right.
didn't he have? Wasn't he like a baseball one, where he was like a baseball coach or something like that?
I remember. Oh,
it was like
yeah.
Mighty Ducks, but with baseball.
It was like kind of like Bad News Bears, but he was
Yes.
teaching the inner city kids how to play baseball.
Yes.
But I loved that movie. I thought it was great.
Movie. It is a good movie.
And then he was in The Replacements.
Fuck yes.
Can't not talk about. I mean, you're sitting in the damn Cyberpunk chair. He was Johnny freaking Silverhand from Cyberpunk.
God, man.
And now he's doing like and then the Armored Core episode he did on Secret Level was amazing.
Yes.
And I'm just like, is he just not the like he just gets like, no, this is my male audience. I know what they want to see. This is it.
He's our Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
So throughout like the 70s and the 80s, probably the end of the 60s, like Burt Reynolds was like everybody's like man's man. Like even when he posed for the cover of Playboy, Playgirl, like nobody gave a shit because it was Burt Reynolds. Nobody. He posed for the cover of a gay magazine and nobody questioned his manhood.
Playgirl's gay.
And so I feel like
women didn't buy Play.
That's not the core audience, I would say, Neil.
I think Shawn Michaels posed for it too. I think he had the belt.
Why am I not shocked about that?
He's just a sexy boy.
Yeah, sexy. Stop. But yeah, like
speaking of which, go check out Something Strange About the Johnsons.
Yeah. But yeah,
like the Johnsons?
The Johnsons. But just like Burt Reynolds, I feel like Keanu Reeves could do pretty much anything, and everybody's like, all right, we'll go with it. Like no matter what he does, I think everybody's like, all right, cool.
Oh no.
Okay. What could Johnny go? I mean, what could
Johnny Silverhand?
What could Keanu do that would be like, I don't know about that, bro? That would make you think he's not a man's man. I mean, shit, you've seen the videos of him doing the 3-gun courses too. What the fuck is more manly than
he did
doing a bunch of
real
3-gun?
training with some hot chicks too. It was like, I don't know that group, but I was like, first time I watched the video, I was like, I'm just staring at this chick for a minute. And then the second time I watched it, but yeah, he's just like, no, I wanted to learn and how to do all the cool manly shit.
Yeah, like if he were to do like, I don't know, Brokeback Mountain 2, would you be like, it's Keanu?
I think if he starts getting back into like rom-coms now, though, then I'm gonna be like, what are you doing? Stop it.
Okay.
Stop. I think
would you give him one or two, or like if he goes through his whole like his Matthew McConaughey era where it's just like
that's what I'm saying.
I wonder, 10 straight rom-coms.
Yeah, I wonder if McConaughey kind of knocked him out of that, and he was like, well, fine, I'll just start doing cool shit now.
That is true, like because McConaughey during that era was
2000 to 2015 or whatever. It was Matthew McConaughey in every damn. And there was, what was he on? I think it's Two Bears, and he was talking about how he was like, I mean, they cut me some checks. Like they were
I can't even get mad at you, bro.
He was like, I was getting paid, and I was like, well, yeah.
I mean, because he did what? Like, I think it was like 7 straight rom-coms.
Something.
But it's like
that.
Okay, I mean, but if they're gonna give me, you're gonna pay me $12 million a fucking rom-com.
Oh, I think it was more than that. I think it was way more than that.
Let's say $20 million a movie for a rom-com. That, to be honest, like rom-coms aren't that hard to do.
Well, it was a time of like
acting wise, it does not seem rom-coms are that difficult.
But if you were going to the movies and you were with a girl, you had a chance of either watching probably one of his movies as a rom-com or something cooler.
Yeah. Like Tiptoes.
Man, Tiptoes. I again saw that on Two Bears. I was like, this was a real movie.
When I saw it, I was like, I remember this trailer, and I remember
I
seeing it. Be
I
like,
don't
what
remember
the shit? It's-
Gary Oldman in a role of a lifetime.
oh damn! Dude.
But no, I think I don't know, man. Keanu's got he's been on a roll of just doing awesome shit, and he just stay in that lane.
We'll see. Here's what I feel like he has really found his core niche audience into being like, I'm gonna fall into like male nerd shit.
Yeah, that's
Like male nerd shit. Like he's like all like think about all the stuff. So many of the things he's done is like all geared for the most part towards like male nerds and like and
yeah. I
from
mean,
from the Armored Core thing, from Cyberpunk,
yeah.
to like look at his Constantine, look at his Matrix movies. Like these are all like nerdish movies.
Well, when he did John Wick, he hit past that. Like we
Yeah.
were still gonna follow him, but then like he just hit the male model of like,
Yes.
yeah, you guys are gonna like this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Don't worry about it. If the women don't watch it, it's fine. We'll be fine. You'll like
they'll
this.
they'll drag their girlfriends to it.
Yeah. Or you go with a friend. It's fine. Just go with your friend. Oh,
Oh shit.
dude, I couldn't get over getting like this sickness, whatever it is that's been going on for 2 weeks now. I'm like, I'm ready for this shit to be over. It needs to go.
Damn.
It needs to go.
Oh, so
And people need to start giving out more medications instead of just give. Oh, you have an upper respiratory and sinus infection. Here's some freaking nasal spray.
oh, they're not giving you the good drugs no more, Neal?
They didn't give me any drugs at all. They were just here's some Flonase. I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
what?
Like, they're not giving you the I don't know, the doxa whatever.
Doxycycline or something
the
like that.
doxycycline, the oh shit.
No.
Wow.
But I did get. I think I went today and got some. I think amoxicillin.
Amoxicillin.
Yeah, I got to go pick it up.
Not too
But
bad. Nice.
we have been lazy as shit these last couple weeks with it being end of the year. I mean,
Dude, I know I have.
yeah. It's like, what time is it? 7:45 at night. Have I done anything yet? Nope.
Man.
Mm.
So I meant to get this so completely off subject, but you know, both of us with the ADD brain. It was like, I got something. I got to talk about it. I can't segue
Squirrel.
into it.
There's a squirrel.
Dude, I was talking to my sister.
Oh yeah, you
and
said something was going on with your sister at college?
Yeah. So she has the worst college living situation I have ever fucking heard of or could imagine.
Does that piss missile guy is her roommate?
Aside from living next door to Mr. Piss Air.
Piss head?
Apparently some people tried to rob him too. Which
Of what? His piss?
I guess.
Are you trying to find clean urine, which it's not gonna be? It's gonna be dirty as shit because he drank it 4 times before he decided to throw it onto the floor. What's his name? Pissmeister?
Pissed Air. Mr. Piss Air.
Mr. Piss Air.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway, but so the school that she goes to, they have, you know, if you're a freshman, they can get you into the dorms.
Mm-hmm.
But after your first year, it's like fend for yourself, figure it the hell out. And so she and some friends had to live off campus. Okay. Now, they find an apartment. This apartment is, I believe, 4 bedrooms.
4 bedrooms?
1 bathroom.
What the hell?
2 people to a room.
They have 8 people in this apartment?
With 1 bathroom and 1 small kitchen. And like a small little common living area.
Well, okay, but
Yeah,
she
exactly.
knew going into it that was what it was
yes.
going to be.
Oh, yes. And I was just being like, I just remember being like, this is nothing good. It was like, I told her straight, I was like, you're going to lose friends off of this. Like, nothing good is going to come from this shit.
I'm just shitting in bags.
I was like, how do you have 8 women sharing 1 bathroom? Oh, that's so crazy to me.
Like, how How does getting up and getting ready look like with 8 people trying to get into one bathroom?
Oh, I have no fucking idea. I have
What's
no clue.
I mean, rent's got to be.
Oh, dude, every single one of them are paying like $1,000 a month or some shit like that.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. So she lives in
8?
California.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. And they
8,000 a
know
month.
and they
Though?
know they can get away with it because they're like, where the fuck else are you gonna go and stay within an hour of campus? Yeah, it's like
8,000 a month for that kind of living
it's
situation.
fucking shitty, so shitty. And then for a while I remember talking. She was like, somebody was talking about trying to get a cat. I was like, no, 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 no. Do not introduce an animal into this goddamn situation.
You'll never find it.
Well, then who's gonna clean up the box, and then you're gonna have cat hair, and then yeah. And so she is already running into they've only been living in this apartment for maybe 3 or 4 months, and they have already running into everything. Like one person, they've got their significant other there too much. Another person's not cleaning like they should, and it's just like, oh, I saw all of this coming. I was like, this is gonna be. You've still got 6 more months of this shit.
Living with 8 people just sounds
Awful.
not just the bathroom situation, but like living with 8 people. Hell,
See,
no.
the only time that I've seen it somewhat work was back in college, but it was 4 bedrooms, 2 to a room, but each bedroom had their own bathroom.
Yeah,
Then they had a
maybe.
huge common area, and then they had a big ass kitchen.
But not no small ass kitchen and small ass bathroom for
Yeah,
8
like
people.
one bathroom for 8 people to share, and one. I was like, this is terrible. Terrible.
She learned today, I guess. Hey, so I thought Jimmy Carter was already dead. I didn't realize that. What? They brought it up during the football game, the football, the
During the
foosball,
foosball.
and they were like, "Let's take a moment of silence for our 5th president, Jimmy Carter."
He's the guy who invented peanut butter, right?
Was and then they were like, he was 100. I'm like, oh,
Oh yeah. See, here's what I think. So I think that when
old
Bush
white
one died, not too because he died first, and technically he died, and Jimmy Carter was older than him. And
Yeah.
so I think when Bush 1 died, after that, people assumed that since Bush 1 was dead, Jimmy Carter had to be dead as well.
I just thought they were talking. I feel like it was 10 years ago. They were like, former President Jimmy Carter is in dire health. And it was like, well, that's it, because he's 90.
Yeah.
And it was, no, motherfucker lasted to 100.
Oh,
I don't want to, like, that just sounds.
You want to be 100, Neil?
Hell no.
What if you could be one of those, a 95-year-old billionaire with a 25-year-old wife, Neil?
Yeah, but like, what am I going to do? Just shake and sit in place all day?
You can be like a little human vibrator for her.
No, there better be some.
You take your pills, you get it in there, and you just shake till she's done.
No, they better have some cybernetic implants and shit if I'm going to live to be 100. Take me out at 75. I'm good.
Really? 75?
Yeah, maybe.
That's
I actually will be
seems a little
lucky
young
if
to
I
me.
make it to 75, because the men in my family don't make it to 75. There's no such thing.
I'm trying to think, did the men in my family make? No, I don't think. Holy shit, I don't think we made it to 75 either.
Which is why 2025 is it's the year of bulk.
The year
Bulking
bulk?
season. Yeah.
Nah,
we're getting
man,
back
this is
in
the
shape.
year of everybody else getting their shit together. Because I'm tired of everybody pissing you off, Neil. So this is a year that everybody else gets their shit together, so you're not pissed off all the time.
You can wish in one hand, you keep shitting in the other, and you can see which one fills up
No,
fastest.
you wish in one, shit in the other, and then when they piss you off, you throw it at them.
I thought that's just, like, fuck you.
There you go.
See, now you just got me thinking about everybody that's been pissing me off, and now I'm like,
See, now you want to start throwing shit at people, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Just look like
Glock
like a
dookie.
chimp at the zoo. Be like, wham.
I'm gonna make a Glock dookie. I got a bottle of 7 Up.
Dookie.
I got a bottle of 7-Up on the counter.
Ooh,
We'll
a
finish
2-liter Glock Dookie.
Mm-hmm.
You are getting diabolical in this.
If you start,
You've been hanging out with Mr. Piss Air, haven't you?
Start hearing that cap, that noise of the cap turning. What is that smell?
You hear Neal, piss missile.
I can't call it piss missile. Glock Dookie.
Glock. So
Glock
you make your Glock Dookie.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go get Mr. Piss Air, and you guys can have a fight, and we'll see who comes out winning. We'll see which is stronger.
He won.
The piss missile, the piss volcano,
or
the Glock Dookie.
No, because I'm gonna have one.
He's
Glock
gonna have
Dookie,
multiple,
and he's gonna just come in, just immediately. The lids are gonna be off, and he's just gonna be shaking it, and piss is gonna go flying all over him, and then I'm just gonna be like, "You win. I'm good, man. We don't
have the little bandolier of just piss bottles all over him. Just pull on and throw
fucking piss water balloons." And then you sent me the video on Mr. Piss Air, the guy that went over in the hazmat suit. You forgot about the shit you sent me.
Yes.
I was like, bro,
did you see his reaction? So when he fucking the one at the beginning, when he puts his arm around him, you see him immediately just like,
He's like, no. He started, no.
And then he's like, all right, I'm gonna show you how to actually throw a piss missile. And he's like, piss missile. And when he threw it, you see the guy just freak out. He was like, no, get me out of here.
Hey, people will do some shit for views, man.
I mean, so here's the thing. I get way too into weird shit because I go into the comments and people are like, this dude has got to be faking. There's no way this guy truly lives like this, that, or the other. It was like, and then, it's like, no. If you look, he is in this, doing these videos barefoot. Like, he's walking around, like, scraping roaches off his Wi-Fi router. He's in the basement throwing piss, like, playing with piss, making piss food, barefoot. Yeah, in all these places. I was like, this is how I know it's real. Because no sane person is going to willingly walk through this what should be a condemned house like this.
If he had shoes,
he's shirt off, no shoes, only shorts.
If he had shoes on, is it making that big of a difference? Because it's not.
Well, let me ask you this.
Because then you're just getting soaked piss socks, and then.
Let me ask you this, Neal. Mm-hmm. You walk into a hoarder's house, you taking your shoes off?
I'm not walking into a hoarder's house, but he's not a hoarder.
Well, but I'm just, okay. So
he's a piss.
He's a piss hoarder
Master.
He is a piss hoarder. But think about like a house like hoarders, because that's what the house looks like for the most part. A piss-soaked hoarder house.
Yeah.
So you walk into one of those houses from hoarders. Do you take your shoes off, Neal?
No.
So this dude sees it like, oh, this is nice. Let me get comfortable. Kick my shoes off and get all nice and walk around in here. Yeah, this is how I know he's real, and this is how I know he's fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, you can't, and you can't fake the rodents and the roaches either.
Nope. At all, Neal. See, now talking about this, Neal, this is how crazy my brain is. Now I'm just like, how can I get weirder to freak you out even more? How can I find somebody crazier than Mr. Piss Air?
I don't know. I think at this point I've seen it. Like there was an episode of Hoarders where the woman would eat her own shit.
Oh.
Yeah. Like she would save her shit and then she would eat it. So
how do you not get sick?
Oh, she looked extremely healthy. Yeah, she looks super well. You can imagine what her teeth look like too. So
it takes a lot to gross me out, Neal, and that one,
just get a little taste.
Oh man,
put a little bit on your arm and lick it off like you're taking a shot.
Fucker.
I don't know, you keep sending me those Indian street vendor videos where they're making food. Those every time, because I'm like, nope, that's rats jumping all over the food. That's.
I mean, did you see the one with the temple with all the rats where they give the milk out to him?
I've seen that one before.
And he's like, oh, this milk is holy. And you see the bowl of milk with just rat shit all in it. And he just scoops some out with his hands. He's like, it's very holy to be. And you're just like,
I mean, it is holy.
Oh, it's gonna be put holes in your fucking intestines.
I those I guess vloggers, TikTok people that'll go there and be like, it can't be that bad, and then they try it and then they instantly get food poisoning. It's like, yeah. Well, what did you expect was gonna happen? Like, they're used to eating it, and
Yes.
they just their body has acclimated. Yours is not.
Yeah. Oh man. Ugh.
Oh, the things that we call food.
This is true.
The things that we call food. And speaking of which, after all that, I think I'm starting to get hungry myself.
Okay. So New Year's. We're having this New Year's party.
Yes.
All right. I have a plan. I'm making not my very special, but something I learned from a family friend who has since passed. Rest in peace, Richard. He was awesome. Rum balls. I will be making
Rum balls.
Have you ever had my chocolate liquor balls? I have these chocolate balls full of liquid that are delicious that you need to put in your mouth, Neal.
Well, I mean, depending on how much we drink on New Year's, maybe I'll get to taste these chocolatey balls of yours.
All right, so it's awesome. It's basically
Are they filled with Hennessy?
No, surprisingly. Then again, it would actually Hennessy would probably. I could put Hennessy in there. And I think it'd still be fine. I think it'd be good. So it's usually rum, some sort of whiskey, and mixed into like these chocolate these sugar coated chocolate balls, and they're fucking awesome.
Salty balls or sugar?
No, okay, I mean, you could put a little finishing salt over it to bring
finish.
out the extra sweetness in there.
Little sea salt on it.
Yeah, but man, like back in the day, this is how I got introduced. When I was like maybe 19. I'm over at grandmother's family friend Richard's, and these things are like maybe like the size of a fucking like Italian meatball, damn near. And I bit into one. I'm immediately like, oh my god! And so I'm just like, it's like biting into one. And I felt like I took a chocolate shot.
Damn.
And dude, I ate 3, and I was fucking hammered. Like I was drunk as shit off of 3 of these goddamn things, dude.
Definitely try those.
It was great. So yeah, I will be making those for everybody on
hell yeah.
New Year's Eve.
Maybe I have one, maybe 2, if I can get 2. I think I could fit 2.
Don't worry. I'll throw you on my shoulder, run you back to your place. It'll be fun.
I ain't got nowhere to be the next day, so I don't give a shit. I'll pass out in the corner.
There we go. See,
next to
wake
Billy.
up with Billy looking at you all crazy.
You're a racist cat.
He's like, why is this one in my house?
He did it to me on Christmas. I went over there to go check up on him, and he was like, I'm like, come on, Billy. We're past this, man. And then I let him smell me, and he was like, oh, that's right.
He showed up with no food, so that's why he was pissed.
I'm usually the one going over there to feed him.
No, he was like, why is there no food in you? Until you put food in my bowl, it's fuck you.
Exactly. That's exactly what Billy's like. Okay, now we're cool. Actually, no, I've fed him and he's chased me out of the apartment before. So he's got that Malcolm X gene in him, I think.
Billy X. As soon as you left, he threw up a paw.
Yeah, and he kind of bumped his chest a couple times. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Oh damn.
All right. Well, I think that's a good spot.
All right.
That's a good spot. Well, everybody, thank you for joining in this week. And we will see you next year.
Yeah. Peace. Like, subscribe. Check out The Strange Thing About the Johnsons. All right. See everybody next year. Peace.